Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making a rice pilaf that's wrapped in zucchini ribbons like this and baked in the oven. And for this you're going to need the following. I have 2 zucchinis about this big, and this is how I get my slices, using the peeler. So here's the slices. I washed the zucchini and I just slice it as much as I can to use it for my the outside of the rice pilaf. Anything left over that you cannot peel or slice or make a ribbon, I cut it up into small pieces and I'll use it in the rice pilaf. So that's that. So you'll need a pan, which I lined with some paper, parchment paper. And the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and line the paper with the zucchini, overlapping each one, because you want the zucchini to stay nice and just kind of hug your rice pilaf. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to come down the other direction. So I'm going to finish this and I'll be back. Right. Everything is completed here. I'm going to go ahead and salt it just a little bit. Just put some salt on the zucchini. As you can see, here's the zucchini. I lined it up both ways. And I am going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees right now to get it all ready. I'm going to go ahead and put some, let me wipe my hands clean real quick here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put some basil. Can you hold this for me? Thank you. Just a little bit. You don't want to overwhelm it. And I'm going to put a little bit of oil and place it in the oven once the oven beeps for me to go ahead and put it in, that it's preheated. So I still have to just drizzle a little bit of oil. I'll put this to the side. Now I'm going to talk about my rice pilaf. For the rice pilaf, I'm using 1 onion, a yellow onion, 2 carrots that I have shredded on my small shredder here. I'm almost done with the one, and we'll begin with the second one. Jasmine rice, 1 cup. I'm going to wash, and I'll add it to the sauteed onions. And you're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon of seafood seasoning. It's called, it's Creole blend, but it gives it such a good flavor. If you don't have this, just use paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder, and salt. That's what this is. And then some parsley. And to top it off, once it's all done, I have this wonderful homemade roasted red peppers and tomato spread. It's vegan and it's just wonderful. It tastes so good. I have it in my pan and I'll put it on top, and I'll use pine nuts. I ran out of vegan cheese. I think I have just a little bit left. Maybe I'll just use what I have, but it turns out so good even without vegan cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish slicing up my onions to get them sauteed and adding everything that I just mentioned to my pan, where I have a 1/4 cup of oil, sunflower oil, preheated, ready for my onion. I'll return. All right, all of the onions are chopped fine. I'm gonna put them in my pan. I'm gonna turn on the stove on medium. This is all the zucchini that is left over that I did not ribbon, that didn't create the ribbons. I'm going to cut it up and add it to the rice pilaf. Here is the carrots. They look very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and place them in the pan. First the onions, I'll let them saute for about 10 minutes. And then after that I'm going to add the zucchini and the carrots. At which time I'm going to add the seasoning. So when I do add the seasoning, I'll come back and I'll show you what everything looks like. Are cooking very nicely. This is my seasoning that I showed you, and I talked about the Creole seasoning. This is 1 teaspoon, and then I am also going to add to this 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. I'll let this cook a little bit. I have a little one here that's agreeing with me. It smells so good in here. Okay. Alrighty. Trying to cook with a baby is not easy, but it's doable. It is certainly doable. So here we go. gonna go ahead and let this saute for about 2 more minutes. Into this, I'm gonna add the zucchini that I've cut up and the shredded carrots. Okay, so the carrots are in. I'm gonna go ahead and add my zucchini that I've cut up here. It goes right in there. They're gonna give such a good flavor to this rice pilaf. And the next thing that's going in here is the rice. So I'm just gonna mix this up just real quick here. You don't need to watch this too much, just at the beginning. And as the zucchini is baking in the oven, the ribbons, the first layer, the top layer, I should say, is cooking in the oven, you get all this done. So by the time the zucchini cools off, this is gonna be done, and you can roll up your zucchini pilaf, whatever you want to call it. But it is good. It is so good. So here's the rice. So 1 cup of jasmine rice that I've washed really good. And to this I'm going to add 1 3/4 cup of water. So I'm getting the water right now. Let's see here. I didn't have it ready before, but I'll have it ready now. There we go, 1 3/4 cups. I'm going to add it in here slowly, making sure that I mix everything pretty much just a little bit. There we go. The carrot is going to give it a delicious sweet taste. And let's be honest, this is very healthy. No fat in here. Everything is fresh vegetables and a little bit of starch from the rice. But this is a very good rice, the jasmine rice. I love the jasmine rice. The next step here, I'm gonna let this come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna cover it with this lid here and take it off the heat, or shut off your heat, and but it has to come to a rapid boil. Once that happens, that's when you cover it up. And then you let it sit for 1 hour. So I'll be back when I assemble the rice and I wrap up the zucchini to show you how I do it. I'll be back. Here is the ribbons, the zucchini ribbons. As you can see, it kind of shrunk around here and right over here too. So what I'm gonna do is I have a couple of them that I've kept. Whoops, I don't want to get burned again. I got burnt here. Let's not do that because this is a hot pan. And I'm gonna put these on the outside and put it back in the oven again, because I'd like to have as long of a wrapping for my pilaf as possible. I want to be able to use everything that I can. So let's add some more ribbons, and only 5 more minutes in the oven. Here we go. I'll just put these on the outside, and then I have used all the zucchini, all of it. Zucchini cooks pretty quick. I can't talk here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up by doing this. 10 more minutes back in the oven, and I'll be back to show you the assembly of the rice pilaf with the zucchini. Okay, the rice, let me pull this to you right here so you can see it. The rice is all finished. Like I said, 1 hour covered once it came to a rapid boil, and this is it. At this point, taste it for any salt, if you want any more salt. And you can add it. I'm gonna just leave it as is. And I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and finish this dish. So let's go ahead. Here's the pan that I have with the zucchini. The zucchini is done. It's been baked. So now I'm gonna add the rice pilaf on the side here, on the outside. Now you can add as much or as little as you want. I'm probably gonna add about half of it. The other half we can just eat like that with other things, but this is gonna be more festive, like this. So if you choose to make less, but it's so good, the rice pilaf, that you might want to make just a little bit more to have to eat with other things. You can portion it off and use it at different days. So now at this point, I'm going to use my parchment paper to fold over the zucchini, just like this. As you can see, it's coming off so easy and so nice. Oops, this one's not. It's being stuck a little bit. So let's do this and this. We use this one right over here on this side. We're gonna keep the parchment paper in, and I'll roll it over one more time like this. Let me see here. Okay. I'm gonna need something to use to push this to the side so I can put the wrapped part that came on top like this and just twist it like this. Perfect, yay. Just like this. And now what I'm gonna do is put it right in the middle. And at this point, when you let this cool off, it'll all come together. And you can slice it, not all the way. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick and assemble the remaining ingredients and put them on. And those are this is the pepper, the roasted pepper. I'm just gonna put it on top. Like I said, if you have some cheese you want, or if you want vegan, the whole thing to be vegan, then you add vegan cheese at this point. I don't have any. I think I have a little bit left. I might just use that, what I have. But you don't need to put it on, but if you choose to, at this point, you would do that. Because I'm gonna place this back in the oven for a little bit to let it bake a little bit more with the rice pilaf. Let me see if I have some vegan cheese here. Oh, very little, but I'll use it up. Now's the time to use it up. Why not? I got it from this vegan cheese. I got it from Costco, and I'll show you the bag in a minute. That's enough for this one. Yeah, should be enough for this little spread here. You can use and eat this as a main meal or use it as a side dish. You decide. Here is the vegan mozzarella shreds, and it's not any soy in there. It's with coconut oil, and it is vegan, and I don't know what they made it with. Coconut oil and a lot of mozzarella flavor and all that filtered water. It's supposed to be good for you, but this is the one I buy anyway. So at this point, I'm just gonna drizzle some pine nuts on top, just like this. I'll stick it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. As I always say, every oven is different, so use your judgment. Don't leave it in too much. Look at it and see if the cheese is melted, and take it out at that point. Because at this point, everything is done, is cooked. So let's put it back in the oven, and I'll be back. Okay, the dish was done. I transferred it over to this dish. It's ready to be served hot, or if you want to let it cool off, that's what I like to do. And then you just slice it as big a slice as you'd like. You can serve this as, sorry about that, you can serve this as a main dish or a side dish to anything you'd like. This is vegan, but you can use real mozzarella and go ahead and use whatever you like and make it vegetarian. I hope you like, and I hope you try this recipe. Let me know what you think and how it turned out. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless. Until the next recipe, have a great one. Bye-bye.